What up? Positive vibes, maybe. If you didn't know, that's a single. I'm not just saying that, bitch, you ugly as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. We not doing that, people. Artistic expression, people. Positive vibes, PVM live talk show. I go by the name of Jeide Track. How y'all doing this evening? It's Wednesday, 7 p.m. Y'all know the time. Y'all know the place. And we are absolutely humbled and grateful that y'all decided to spend y'all evening with us. So what up? It's only right that we bring that energy to you in such a live and direct and fly fashion in living color. You dig what I mean? And Dash is up in the building on time as usual. Today we're gonna be talking about the finish line and the support groove that comes along with it, particularly in terms of having a significant other in the same field as you are, as far as your, your job occupation, or as far as your, whatever your endeavors may be is concerned, and how does support look like? You know what I'm saying? How does sacrifice look like? How can it even be entailed and conceived and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that we got to talk about in this topic. And furthermore, we got ourselves a special guest, you know what I mean? Got the homie, friend of the show, family in real life, Momo, professional comedian. The brother is hilarious, you know what I'm saying? And he's a thorough brother as well. We're blessed to be able to have him in our enclave, if you will. You know what I'm saying? The brother is a straightforward brother. You know what I'm saying? Fucks with him the long way. And we have a funny feeling that you gonna learn to fuck with him too after today's broadcast. You dig what I'm saying? But let's get things moving, the grooving, and shaking and baking the way that we do. You dig? Tatiana, what's going on with you, love? Pretty rude. How you doing, love? So we can get this thing moving the way that we should. You feel me? I have to readjust it.
Yeah, what they do. I know. I was just saying the same thing. I gotta get mine readjusted, all situated.
Yeah. African butterfly, what's going on with you, love? Dash, what's up, fam? How you living?
I'm Gucci. How are you feeling, Daddy? How you doing today?
I'm feeling great, dog. The job tried to fucking wear me out. I just got out of the shower. I'm feeling good and clean. I smell fucking great.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I definitely feel you on the work thing. They try to work me at work too. So this was one of those days, but I persevered. The sun was shining, the wind was blowing, the weed was delicious as I got off, and everything was just all right.
Word up. Pretty rude. Doing good. How are y'all today? Oh, we doing fine.
Oh, yeah, how you doing, love? How you doing? Oh, man.
Like my sage, you know what I'm saying? Get my energy right. Actually, you know what? I might light some Palo Santo for tonight's episode. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, what is Palo Santo? Because
I don't know. It's a part of a tree. Part of a tree. It smells great. It smells great when it's on fire. And you know we like our trees and fire.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. So I've been watching your stories, and I seen you finally tapped into Kendrick album, Only the one song? Ah, come on, Daddy.
Look, I was coming back from my lady spot in Philly, and I was like, you know what? Let me check the single because I seen the video and I fuck with it. I ain't listened to the album yet because I got a mural that I'm painting on this large ass canvas downstairs, and I want to start painting on it when I listen to the album. So as soon as I'm done with the sketching on that canvas and I start putting paint to that motherfucker, I'm gonna listen to the Kendrick album. So don't spoil it yet. I just heard the single fire. You know what I mean?
I'm trying not to, but you're making it hard. Like I stopped at the point of posting my songs up on it. I'm just like, you know what? I ain't gonna say no more. That's all I'm gonna leave it with.
I appreciate it. Momo up in the building. Average Mo, we about to bring you up in here, fam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is long overdue. because we only had Mo up on here for one episode so far. You know, and Mo, you really family, and low key, you know, I ain't gonna hold you. You owe us a few episodes, so I'm coming.
I do. My fault. But yo, I was just peeping that conversation y'all was having on some real shit. Fuck that Kendrick Lamar album. Great album, but fuck that nigga's album, yo. I didn't know if y'all wanted to talk about.
Like,
yo, I know it's super deep. Don't get me wrong. All right, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic album. It's got black men looking inside. They're like looking deep inside their souls and shit. They're like trying to get therapy and help and shit. But fuck that. We've been on that good shit for years, and now these niggas is like playing catch up. I saw niggas talking about going to therapy, drinking water. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. Niggas was calling me gay. Niggas used to call you gay for this shit. Like niggas was like, yo, man, I think I got some trauma. I think I might have to take some time off. They like, oh, nigga, you soft and shit. Now when Kendrick Lamar got bars behind it, niggas want to be. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Hi, Dash. Well, yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome to MOMOH PUJEH.
Coming in hot, man. I'm tired of these new niggas who's getting all this sleep, repairing their generational trauma and shit. And I'm like, oh, now these niggas doing that too. Like, I can't have nothing, man. Can't do shit. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, how do I reinvent myself after reinventing myself? Like, a nigga's just gonna have to go down like James Brown, come up, like, oh, damn, I'm down and out again. Shit. Come back, man.
oh man.
Oh shit. Oh, Momo.
Yo, what up, yo?
What's going on with you, man?
Jeide, I'm good. I'm good, brother. I've been chilling, man. I seriously been chilling. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm on some Dr. Sebi shit, man.
How so?
That's been like, I bought the sea moss. Started drinking like really only coconut water.
Coconut water.
Yes, it really is, bro.
Okay.
Like,
I might try
part of the whole Kendrick Lamar thing, I don't know if you guys peep, like he's talking about hydrating, and if you notice, like now Pete Davidson even is on that hydration shit, but that nigga's selling smart water, some bullshit water. Like y'all gotta get so I just ate, my fault. I'm eating bullshit myself, but no, you gotta get Essentia, that's the best, but like coconut water is real good for you. And it's like, I had posted this a while ago, but like the more I think about it, I'm realizing the truth in it. You think you're depressed often, but really you're just dehydrated.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of, I think, our like feelings about ourselves and like how we think we're doing, it is our diet, it's the lack of sleep, obviously generational trauma is within us, but like something you can do to actually like try to loosen all that bullshit up in your body. Drink a ton of water, get some sleep, heal. You know what I mean? Get your Wolverine going.
Facts. I agree with that. You know what I mean? Pretty roots. I'm happy when people find healing. Men won't find it acceptable until other men promote it. You know what? There's some truth to that.
Yeah, it's some truth. Yeah.
Some truth to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to hold you. There's some things that niggas gotta listen. Niggas gotta start listening to women, man. Let's put that thing all the way out there. Niggas.
100%.
Haven't been listening to women, but women will put niggas onto like clear skin game, clean nail game.
Yeah.
Like
nigga.
I know. Cologne.
Yo, let me tell you. So I used to work up at City Sports back when they existed, right? So one day I was just on some ashy shit. You know what I mean? But it wasn't that I didn't put on lotion and shit. I just didn't have a comprehensive skin routine. All right. So back in the day, I would use Ivory soap, or I would use Irish Spring soap. You know what I mean? You would just grab this shit, the Irish Spring.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit would just dead your skin. That shit would just dead it. Look, you with the snake skin, looking like you got the Jake the Snake boots on your whole forearms and shit. And I was at work and I'm like scratching myself and shit. And this older woman, her name was Delmari. Delmari, if you're watching this shit, I love you. Thank you so much. But we're still friends on IG. It's hilarious. Like I haven't seen her in like a decade. But Anyway, Damari was just like, "Oh, sweetheart, like, what do you use at home?" And I was like, I use cocoa butter and baby oil, like, just like the cocoa butter from the store, just Johnson and Johnson baby oil, or maybe I'd get the Vaseline version of the cocoa butter and shit, right? And she was like, all right, so then what soap you use? I said Irish Spring. She was like, now you're just drying your skin out. Like, you're not even taking care of your skin correctly. And like, that's something, the first person that ever told me that was a woman. She was like, yo, you got to get you some Dove soap. Stop using cocoa. Like, look at what you're buying. Like, if the first ingredient is water, that's not doing anything for you. You know what I mean? She was the first person that was like, yo, try coconut oil. And today, like, I use a soap that I bought with my girl when we was in Tarpon Springs. They're like a Greek hub in Florida, and I bought some soap that's like it's like olive oil based, so it has like hydrating properties, like healthy fat in the soap itself. And soap initially was just like bear fat or some shit. So like or like the fat of an animal, they would just like burn some shit, I think. Anyway, like ash. They used ash to make soap. Anyway, so like right nowadays, like now that I hydrate, now that I actually put like nothing but coconut oil, I don't even use lotion no more. My skin is healthy as shit, man. I look younger now than I did when I was young, nigga. Like, start retaking these photos, man. Like, damn, feel healthy.
Word up. Pretty Rude said coconut oil is the best. Hey, listen, man. Women know what time it is.
Yeah.
All over.
Listen,
yeah.
my girl put me onto olive oil. I didn't know that my skin loved olive oil as much as it does until my girl put me on, bro. Like, my skin is lovely, nigga. Look at this shit. Do you see?
Yeah. You shining. You shining, boy. You looking like if a bullet hit you, it would just curve right off that jaw. Like, yo, chill, nigga. You look like a fresh wallet. You look like a wallet. Beautiful black wallet, leather, like shining in the sun. Now I love it, man. Like I remember the first time I put olive oil on, I used it just because I ran out of coconut oil. And the only difference between olive oil and coconut oil is that coconut oil is like clear, and I felt like olive oil does leave a little yellow, like if you use like the real olive oil, that shit is like so thick that it just has like a layer on top of your skin. And it's just like during the summertime, this shit is crazy. But, you know what I mean? I just saw somebody just said shea butter from the store. I think that's my man Malachi. Yeah, man, that shea butter real, dog.
Yeah.
Got to get that black soap. You got to find like niggas that are dressed like they Moors still that sell that black soap on the street. They got that real shit, man. Like, that's the good shit, man. Niggas look like the mummy. Niggas look like the mummy and shit. Like, I never seen a nigga in a fez before. Only Moors and these Africans with black soap got fezzes. They sell all the oils and shit.
Right.
Like, I'm about to stop wearing cologne because, like, why would you wear cologne when you can get some natural shit? You know what I mean? That like a natural oil, as you sweat or as you move, it would aerate in your body, like in a just aerate your surroundings in a different way. But when you start putting on that fake chemical shit on your body, just skin irritation, it's just not good for you.
Right. That's right, man. Look.
Yeah.
I still like my Dolce though. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I still.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Fuck them up. But like, yo, go and see. Like, I would say, get the Dolce, and then just go to the man and just be like, yo, Mr. Moore. I don't know what his real name is, but you know what I mean? They always out there. Just be like, yo, let me just see them scents. Let me try to compare. And if you just spray the shit that you have on something, just go one by one, you'll find something. Like, you'll find that like your combination is like sage and lavender with like a hint of Egyptian musk, and you just walk around smelling like the best version of whatever that shit wants to smell like. Or you could smell like a cab. I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? You just got a different concoction. You gotta add it up, see what works. Smell like a nigga cab. They're like, oh, well, if you want this concoction, we also got beaded seats for you. It's a nice combination, Mr. Morris. Come on, Mr. Morris, get your beaded seats, your taxi medallions, whatever you need.
Yo, Perks and Kaiko said black soap bars fall apart like Sandman and Spider-Man 3.
Oh man, we should just get Malachi in this bitch, man. This nigga hilarious. Ah man, like nah, man, like yeah, man, that shit do fall apart. And what's crazy is like if you just leave it in your tub, like in your bed in a like in the bathroom and shit, and somebody come over your house, they gonna think you dirty. Just because the soap itself just leaves like a brown stain, they think you dirty. It's like, nah, nigga, this is the cleanest thing in the world. Like, this is literal clean shit over there. Like, yeah, niggas be looking at you thinking that you a dirty motherfucker. It's like, nah, man, it's just this black soap just leaking all over the place, leaving a black ring in my tub. It's like, man, trust me, I use the soap. I use it. I promise you.
Shit is on point, man. And look, I know we had our goal right now. For all the men up in here, we done dropped a lot of game. I don't know if it was
already.
Not. Let's call the gods.
Right, but that's always needed.
Dropped
all day
on a lot of holistic shit. Let's get to the topic, though. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So, Momo, you've been doing comedy for I don't know umpteenth how many years. You know what I mean, on level. Your lady, she's been doing what she's been doing at a professional level for quite some time now. I think y'all still in New York right now, right?
We are, yeah. We in Harlem now.
Right on. So y'all right at one of the hearts of a lot of this.
Big L was killed like down this block. It's crazy. I ain't saying today, obviously, but like niggas who know who killed Big L in that whole situation, they literally like live outside.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So first question I want to talk to you about is you being a comedian and your lady, being, where she is as far as burlesque and as far as, the expressive arts and whatnot. How do y'all meet in the middle as far as supporting each other in career? How does that look like for you?
I don't know. I have a very unique relationship with Kara. She's the first person that I think can out mental kung fu me. You know what I mean? And she's not even trying to mental kung fu me. It's almost like there's such a genius and simplicity. Like no matter how hard I could try to outthink a situation, like the easiest way is through. So it's like it just naturally happens. Like I don't even think about it, frankly. Every day is just a challenge. Like, all right, what can we get done? What did you get done? Try to set goals for ourselves routinely. This year specifically has been more about attitude than anything. Like I think that in a day-to-day sense, a lot of people get caught up trying to accomplish something as though like the accomplishment right now is what sustains some deeper thing inside of them. And, meanwhile it can for certain people, but it does not do that for me. So I think that like we're just constantly thinking about, are we in a better attitude today than we were yesterday? And that could lead to more shows, that leads to more opportunities, better energy leads to more better people wanting to be around you. Like energy surrounds itself with like energy. Also in the sense of growing more positive energy, it just develops momentum where we'll say we want to do something. Like if you look behind me, those are all hers. She's a Post-it note type of woman. She's like mad plotting. And especially when it comes to, she teaches gymnastics now. Crazy. Yeah. She just said, I wanted to do it one day, and she just fucking got hired by these people. And basically it turns into every day just something. Like just think to do something positive. Like what do you want to do? Do you want to just end this week in a better mood? Then you can consider that doing something. And just naturally we just end up supporting each other, just because it's like it could be something as much as drinking more water this week. Like, did you drink more water this week? Hell yeah. Great. Killed it. Fucking killed it this week. And that energy just naturally leads to just supporting yourself in the goal, in a sense where it's like, I want to be an entertainer. I want to create entertainment. So with that sleep, with that energy, now I'm hitting people up for spots, or people offer me spots. Just the energy is out there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just happens, bro. I don't even think about it, man. Autopilot for sure.
Dig on it, dig on it. You know what I'm saying? Um, the I feel like there's a stigma about artists. You know, I don't know. You probably heard it. You know what I mean, Dash? I know you've heard it. It's like, yo, don't date
Yeah. Don't
if
date
you
artists.
die. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stigmas about it. You know, but I also want to ask, what would you constitute as the most difficult aspect of dating somebody who, you know, the both of y'all could do mental tangos as far as y'all artistic expression? Let me put it that way.
Oh, it's interesting. Like she's really my complete opposite. Like we are axiomatically different from one another. Like she's out there, I'm down there. You know what I mean? Like I'm very grounded, hyper. Like I live in another world up here, but like I'm hyper realistic when it comes to dealing with this physical bullshit. Um, but she lives in another world that's separate from both of these, so it feels like she just comes from such a genuine, sincere, authentic place that the challenge for me is to be authentic and not calculated and not,
Ooh.
to not put an extra layer of thought into my action. Like it's more about taking layers off of myself because they were just needlessly complex. It's like a psychological Rube Goldberg machine that I've created for myself. Just to, I think that everybody has their way of dealing. I'm trying to keep the sunlight from streaking into the shop. My fault. I think everybody has their way of dealing with their own issues and their own trauma, and I think that how you deal with that is what allows you to create good shit, at least. I think we all want to make a project that we care about, that is sustainable, that does something for our communities, that expresses us in whatever way. And it's like, it's harder to get to that when you're trying to just add math to it. You know what I mean? She just challenges me to just be sincere. Like, follow your gut, your heart compass is something that she wants me to follow. It's like if your gut tells you don't do something, don't do it. Like if you don't feel like going somewhere, don't go. If you don't feel like talking to that person, don't talk to them. Fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? It just makes an easier existence for me, just simplifying. She's also made me realize that a lot of men are needlessly complicated. I think that we get in our own way. She says, like, we trip over our own dick. You know what I mean? And I think that is a magnificent expression or a magnificent way of expressing the ego. You know what I mean? Like literally tripping over your dick. It's like the ego, as I've come to understand it, even beyond like the way that they teach you, is like your body is like this net, right? And the ego is all the bullshit that's out there, and your body catches onto and thinking that it's holding on to something that it's nothing. It's like all the water, but like what you really want is like fish, if that's what you're fishing for. But when you're pulling that net around, it feels heavier because it's got the resistance, it's got all this shit. That's ego. Ego just is like resistance, trying to exist when you're just trying to get to like the cheese or whatever the fuck. It's so motherfucking bright in here. We live on the 14th floor and shit, and it's like always bright in this bitch, man. Like, oh god.
You're closer to God, that's all. Like,
I don't care, man. Keep it down. Pipe down, guys. Like, keep that shit
he's
down.
just
Like,
shining
that
the light
nigga.
on you, You're in here dropping gems and shit about relationships, giving us the
Like, it's all
relationship
loud.
101 playbook. He's shining the light, says, "Speak, my
God
son,
is
speak." Like,
God is loud as shit, man. I'm like, I be trying to get rest out here. Like, bruh. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a part of getting older, but I can't deal with all this bright sunlight. Like, my body is just like, ugh. I just want to go back in the cave.
oh man.
Oh shit! I can't.
Actually, I think Del Mari in the chat right now. Yo, what up, Del Mari? Hey, girl. There was a day, I don't know if you was here earlier, but there was a day that you told me how to take care of my skin. You was like, yo, you got to start using Dove soap. You was like, you got to start using coconut oil. I'm going to let you know from that day, I have never veered. I am the most, like, I'm so down. I listen. When somebody says something, I listen. I take that shit to heart, and I listen to you. So thank you. Shout outs to you for making sure I don't itch myself to death during the winter and shit.
Gonna give you your flowers because
Right.
you just told the story. So Demars, we give you your flowers. Thank you for making sure that our brother's skin is as glistening as his apartment is right now.
You wanna know what's crazy? We were trying to talk about that Kendrick Lamar album and like not trying to veer so far off subject, but like, do you think that that's like a global consciousness thing? Like everybody is sort of turning the same page collectively, like in real time, and there's some
No.
of us who are and those who aren't.
I think it's a mix between that and herd mentality. I think it's something.
Mhm.
I think it's
Yeah.
a who really are on that type time and they tapped in, and then there's like
Yeah,
5% of the rest of the motherfuckers who's like, yo, everybody else is going through there. All right, I want to go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the trauma bandwagon. Shit is crazy, bro. Like I noticed that like niggas started making like mad posts. I'm telling you, I started getting mad. Like, oh yeah, I guess I do have trauma. Yo, I guess I do need to like reflect on myself. And it's like this surface level fucking shit, man. It's like, bro, you gonna have to take 5 to 10 years seriously to even consider going there. Like, there's parts of myself that I still cannot even access. It's like the unknown unknowns. And then like, I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, it's not no molestation shit just because I don't feel it. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, is there something that I'm blocking out that I am not even consciously aware that I'm blocking out that is manifesting itself in my reality day to day that is affecting my relationships with people or my greater community? You know what I mean? Like, that's holding me back. And it's like, you don't even know it's there. Like, Kara's sister is a yoga instructor, and we was down in Florida, and we was talking, and I had we haven't had like the most talkable relationship. Like, we cool, you know what I mean? We cool, but we just don't talk. I don't think that she's accustomed to her little sister's boyfriend, you know what I mean? So she just didn't know how to talk to me, and I'm also not like a young boy, and I'm from Philly. I'm not pussy Florida suburbs or whatever the fuck they from. So, you know what I mean? Like, I came super hard. I came like, yo, I'll scrap with you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, my sister was talking to me. We're in the backyard. She's a beautiful woman. She was like, we were talking about breathing, actually. And Kara says, you don't actually inhale when you're breathing. It's all about exhaling. So, like, just think about that. Like, you never actually inhale. All you do is exhale. Like, the way that we are in space and just how it works is like it's a vacuum, basically. So when you open up, some air comes out, but you have to, like, push that air back out so that you're back at zero, right? So it's like what kills you when you lack oxygen is like the CO2, and like that's what you're letting out. So it's like it's the letting out that's the important part in the breathing process, right? So when she explained that to me, I was like, oh, word. So she was like, all right, so let's just try to like pay attention to our breathing. So we were just we smoked some weed. We started. Her sister doesn't smoke weed. Her sister smoked like a CBD. Pussy ass suburban bullshit, joint like PG-13 bullshit. You know what I mean? Stevie Y7, Yu-Gi-Oh ass shit. A nigga like me I was smoking that snuff film, like no censor, Faces of Death. I was smoking that Faces of Death, nigga. Anyway, I took one hit of the bitch getting hit by the train, and I was in my zone. I was just in there, you know what I mean? I'm like paying attention to my breathing. And I was just realizing that, like, I think it's called, like, your quadrilateral, some shit. It's a muscle in your back. It's, like, right next to your spine. I think it connects to your transabdominens. Your transabdominens is, like, a muscle that holds all your fucking guts in place and shit. It's, like, the band of your shit. And it's, like, if those places are stressed out, then your whole alignment is off and you can't get all your fucking oxygen out of your body. You feel me? So it's like you're just carrying around CO2, which is ostensibly poison, and it's poisoning you, right? So her sister says to me, like, all right, so you got to straighten up like this. You got to straighten up like this. We're talking about, like, the muscle groups and shit. And she was like, all right, she touches, like, my lower back, that quadrilateral thing I'm trying to talk about. And she was like, I don't want you to answer this now, but there's a reason why you're not moving it. Like, there's a reason why you're naturally not and just like letting it all go. Like you're holding something. And like anytime you feel like something's kind of tight in your body, something's there. It's your job to figure out what the fuck it is. All right. Because you don't want that shit to turn into cancer, frankly, because that's what it all does. Like when some shit's caught in the body, it's some mucus membrane that's destroyed, just fucking floats around your body and kills you. Basically, she was like, have a conversation with that muscle, like actually talk to it, like sit there and like have a conversation. No ego, don't judge it, just actually talk to this shit. And she was like, you'll be surprised what was there. So I realized something, like I have a muscle that's like in your scapula. I didn't realize I kept it so tight because I like dislocated my shoulder when I was in high school, right? So I tried moving that motherfucker. I swear to God, every smell, taste, sensation from my senior year of high school came running back. I started thinking of names, faces, places I haven't seen. I'm like 34, about to be 35 this year. So that's like 17 fucking years ago. I'm thinking like 7th period. Some shit happened. My physics teacher died that day. Nigga, like crazy shit. Like the craziest shit happened in a very small period of time. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know where that tangent was coming from or doing anything, but work on your breathing. I was just feeling some shit, bro. Like just make sure you breathe.
I fuck with it, my nigga.
I know, right?
A lot of
You about
shit.
to have me breathing after this shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, man.
Right.
Exhale. That's why that shit was called waiting to exhale, nigga. You're just trying to get that shit out.
It's a lot of done, man.
I know, because I know her burning up that house at the end, that's still a fear of mine. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I don't ever want to
Get
piss off
insurance,
my spouse that much, but I got a feeling that I probably will. Like,
I think all women are capable of that. I think,
Absolutely.
yeah, every single woman is capable of burning your shit down. Right now, you don't even got to do that much. They'll just do it on a whim.
I know.
They'll look at your shit. Yeah,
That's
man.
why I'm scared.
But that's why I don't play with women, man. I don't play no games with no woman at all. I don't come half step. Every woman I know knows exactly who I am, what my intention is, what the fuck. Like, I don't play that game at all. Never, ever again will I be misconstrued, man, because you fuck with the wrong witch. Fuck with the wrong witch, nigga. Like, set your whole shit on fire, set your whole village on fire, salt the earth, everybody dying, killing the kids first, killing your mama, your daddy friends, everybody, burn your shit, man. I had a girl who thought she was getting at me. She like took a stuffed animal I had, like a childhood toy, nigga. She took a childhood toy and killed that shit. I was like, God damn.
What did you do to her? Like,
I don't even know. In hindsight, I do not even know. She was like, I'm gonna get. She like Terminator. You know, like Terminator, like can scan the shit and it just shows. She saw sentimental value for shit in my life. She was scanning because I ain't got no emotions. Like, yeah, I dare you to find my emotions, bitch. You can't get access to that shit. So she's scanning me. She's like, damn, no holes. I was dead. So I was dead inside. So this bitch couldn't find her. So she was like, all right. Found that John in the corner. It was buried under all types of shit. She like digging under the dirt, like got a jackhammer. She found my childhood John. I was like, oh, she like ripped the head off the John. I was like, damn.
Man, I will agree with that, man. Don't be messing with these women out here. These women out here, look, man. It's give it up to them. I give my flowers to the women whenever possible. You know what I mean? Because look, man, ain't no way that we gonna be able to build any type of respectable or prosperous society without women. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's major facts.
It's kind of absurd that we live in a society in which women are so greatly underappreciated and have lack of expression. Like, I mean, I literally can't conceive of it. Obviously, I'm a black man. I can't, it's not like I got it all, you know what I mean? And I can obviously conceive of it. But like, even this Roe v. Wade shit, right? And the ramifications of it for young women, like, bullshit. Our brother Kelvin has a daughter, right? Darnell has daughters, right? Dave has a daughter, right? Like all of our people. We
got moms, we got sisters, we got aunts.
Yeah, we got moms and sisters too. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I don't know, man. I really don't even know where to begin with something like that because, like, I rely on Kara so much. Like, I can't even begin to describe how much balance she's brought to my world, Joe. And when I see a lot of these dudes, you can just tell that they off balance. You know what I mean? Like their constitution is weak. Like niggas is just weak, yo, on some bitch shit. Um, Ironically, you know, um, motherfuckers just are so caught up in their ego and their pain bodies. This the pain body too, you know, on some Eckhart Tolle or whoever said that shit. Um, it's like I think what is happening is the ego wants to exist. The ego wants to exist so badly. It wants to just shine and be right, right? And when it's checked or it can't express itself, you have one of two options. Either go to God or you go into the devil. Or you're going to the self and you're the devil if you don't know, you know what I mean? So it's like you have one or two options of where you're going to go. So a lot of people express their ego outwardly, obviously, on others. And I think what we're seeing right there is basic control. It's like I lack control of myself. And I think ultimately, I think it's about just having more white babies. You know, that's, you know,
Yeah,
population. That's, you know,
yeah.
population control
That's
type
why I
shit.
think it
If
is
you,
too.
yeah, if we really want to go
On the,
there, but like
yeah,
on
because
a
they see
surface
it's dropping.
level,
There's too many
I'm
mixed
sorry.
babies happening. You know, for their chance.
Oh,
They're like, oh no, no, no. We gotta
here
protect ours.
there was a mayor in, I believe, Vermont or one of them, you know, non-Egyptian states up northeast. Uh, he said that basically these drug dealers are coming into our communities, like driving from out of town, driving up and fucking our women. So
I'm
they
sorry.
tried to like pass some sort of a order. No, this is some real shit.
No,
This is
like yeah, I believe it.
yeah, and I mean it's true, but I mean to cast judgment, thou doth protest too much type shit. Like nigga, like come on. I mean, I get it. I get it. Like have you heard about like this all coincides with the replacement theory? Have you or are you guys wise to that? Have you heard about it?
I don't know. You're gonna have to break it down though.
Damn, yeah.
So remember when they was tiki torching? They had they were saying the Jews will not replace us. They were saying shit like that. Um,
Oh yeah,
there.
like when like it was having them little protesters all over the news and stuff, or like at
Oh,
different
I'm
like
saying
pop
with
ups and
the
shit.
tiki, yeah, with the tiki torches specifically. That's what
Yeah,
they were. They were in their khakis and whatever button ups. You know what I mean? They J crewed out, saying, get marching and screaming that shit. Like, uh, you know, basically what it is just that they're under the impression that there is an intentional democratic, specifically democrats. Not that this is just happening naturally. It's a there's a democratic push to have more immigrants and minorities in this country so that they can have minority babies so that they can vote democratically and just push out white people and it'll just be a liberal orgy, gay, LBGTQ, racist fuck fest, basically, which sounds great. But
I know, which it kind of should be,
yeah, nigga,
like,
that's what it.
I mean,
What are
like,
we
I'm
supposed to be
tired of
doing?
the
Playing
Democrats and Republicans. For real, both of them could go to hell. Like,
trash? Yeah, fuck them. Fuck both of
yeah,
them motherfuckers. But I mean, they both trash. But it's like at least one lets us in the house. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like you know, the other one
yeah,
is like, all right, nigger back here, and the other one's like, all right, African American. We know what they saying. They the same fucking people, but you know, just on a non-political sense, it is about controlling birth rates and things like that. But it's so weird because there's not even like a billion white people on the face of the earth.
that was me.
No, I'm just saying, like, just pure math. There's not a billion white people. So, you know, I don't know shit about math,
Me,
but if there's not a billion of one and there's several billion of the other, you know.
We right here.
You know what I mean? 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 It is. Actually, DMX has my favorite quote of all time. It's the greatest quote. This nigga said, "It is what it is, and if it ain't, suck my dick." Greatest quote of all time. I've written like a 1,000-word, 5,000-word essay on this, where it is like the genius of it. It is what it is, and if it ain't, suck my dick, nigga. What? Oh,
that's the
I miss
mindset
you,
you gotta
guys.
have. You gotta have that energy with you. You know,
Yeah,
let
man.
things be
Like,
what it is.
can't control it. You ain't God,
Facts.
so. And if it
Put
ain't
yourself
that,
trying
suck
to.
my dick. Suck my dick. That's the most disrespectful thing you can say to a situation. Suck my dick. I try to avoid suck my dick situations all the time, nigga. Like, if I don't even let niggas say suck my dick to me. Like, I don't even put myself in a situation where a nigga might say that. Where I just come out of pocket and the nigga just turn around like abruptly. Like, nigga, suck my dick. Like, I'm not me. I let niggas get hit by cars. Y'all interjecting niggas' lives. I'm like, man, burn yourself. Stick the fork in the outlet. I don't give a fuck, man. I do not care, bro.
Once again, giving flowers to women. Women, my woman especially, like my woman allows me to bite my pride so many times, and it be so well because like it's a good amount of times that sometimes in our interactions with the significant other, you find certain triggers being like starting to like, you know what I'm saying? Because how you dealt with past relationships, or just how you dealt with you, how you protected yourself from past hurts and shit. And then you going through those fucking loops over and over. So like the more I find myself biting my pride and biting my tongue on shit, that I'm like, you know what, you got it. And I
gotta kill your ego, man. Ego ain't shit. Your ego is the devil, man. The ego ain't shit.
and you avoid suck my dick situations. Like you avoid
real talk.
Way easy.
You do. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine my girl just saying like, "Yo, eat my pussy." Like, it's just, I'll be like, "All right." Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you just get your bib out, knife and fork. Like, all right, fuck.
No, actually,
I mean, we here in Acme. We in Whole Foods. You gonna say that shit? Shit. Anyway, yeah, man. I without getting too deep into how crazy I actually am, I'll just give you a brief glimpse. So I'm under the impression, like you guys know about like M theory and string theory and shit like that.
Somewhat
familiar with it even briefly. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I could tell you about it, the nuts and bolts of it, but I couldn't get so complexly into it. But basically, there's like 10 dimensions and shit, right? And the 10th is like the dimension that God exists in my understanding of whatever conception of time and space is. Like God exists in this like 10th dimensional space, right? And from there, everything gets broken down into like this. We're in like the 4th dimension of time, and our physical reality is the 3rd, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Basically, from between like the 10th and the 3rd is like 7 steps of us trying to get, you know, there's like 7 deadly sins. It's like consider those like just levels, you know, that are keeping you from that shit. 10, being on 10. I think there's a reason like Malcolm X, you know what I mean? Are we on 10 yet? That type of shit. Like, go, you know, it's like 10. It's perfect. Perfect score is 10. 10 hands, 10 fingers, you know. All that shit. Ostensibly, what I believe is the ego is just trying its best to exist on any one of those frequencies. And it is like your duty and responsibility to not do that shit. Like you have to like be able to peep it inside of you and know what the fuck it's doing while it's doing it, and then be like, nah, good. I can like literally look at my ego and be like, I'm good. I'm okay.
I feel that.
Like I don't even need that. Like that there is so much bullshit in that energy that I'd be trying to do or whatever. Like anytime I've gotten into an argument with my girl, and more than likely she's right, you know, she can chime in with her bullshit, but like more than likely is me just trying to be egotistical and trying to exist more than I should. You know what I mean? And on some zero-sum game, not allowing her to exist in the same space, if that makes sense. But the more that we're together and the more that I realize that really she isn't my enemy. She could be wrong, but she's not enemy. You know, the thought process is just that if a person disagrees with you intimately, like there's some beef. You know what I mean? It's like there's no beef. This motherfucker just thinks differently than me. She's from the fucking corny ass suburbs of Florida. She can't help it. Right? You know what I mean? You know, if she was a real Philly bitch, she would probably be like, she probably would have set my shit on fire by now. So you know what I mean? You gotta yin and yang it, man. You gotta take what you can get. Be happy. Don't complain. Live your best life. Believe others are trying their best to live their best life. Go with the flow, man. Don't judge.
Good wisdom. Good wisdom.
Yeah, man.
I know that is good wisdom.
That DMX reincarnated back there. It's like, yo.
That's my.
It is what
dog.
it is.
That dog is out there 24/7. Like I be feeling bad for little Cujo.
His name is Lil Cujo?
Well, that's why I nicknamed him. You know.
That's what you nicknamed him?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So, you know, it's funny. So the dog has slowly gone from the backyard into the bedroom. You guys have heard of that concept? Like the dog is now like a part of the family model now. So it's like
sometimes the dog is more important than the kids.
Yo,
that's exactly where I was going. I believe that like that dog specifically being outside, it is probably in the 1% tile of dogs that aren't getting like mouth kisses, like deep throating. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like most people love their dogs. Like they are weirdly obsessed with their dogs.
They love them more than human beings.
You know what I mean? It's like if a dog's health was in jeopardy, they would allow you to abort its litter. They won't even let human women. They'll pass laws to make sure human women can. I'm not saying women are dogs. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that in America they're even less than dogs. I mean, look at the laws. No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
There's a lot of truth in that too. Like
pretty fucked up, man.
You hear you see the rules that they be trying to implement, and you hear the shit that they say out their mouths, and you just like, how the fuck are you our representatives? Like,
yeah. How is Joe Manchin a senator?
Yeah.
How does that nigga exist? Like, I mean,
Dr. Oz a candidate? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Did he lose? Did he lose? Did he win? Did he win or did he lose? Because I heard it, but I haven't been paying attention to Pennsylvania politics
yet. I haven't gotten a chance to.
Did you vote?
Yeah, but I didn't vote for him.
Oh, you better. Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, you wrote in Dr. Phil, right? That's right. Or was it the guy that's with
Dr. Dash? I'll save America.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, man. I would have written in Judge Mathis. I think that Judge Mathis would be an excellent mayor. Actually, it's like, you see where you fucked up, right? This budget's fucked up. Oh man, Mayor Mathis, he graduated from Judge Mathis. He fixed the courts. He'd get niggas out of prison. Oh man, I definitely look at. Maybe he is running for office, and we just are so unaware politically, man.
Hell, Kanye made a late run last time, so who knows?
Hey, look, would you take?
I would think.
Steve Harvey as president?
What? It depends who's writing for him.
Steve Harvey?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I can't trust anyone who had fake hair. No. Duplicitous, untrustworthy. The man is living that egotistical life. I'm telling you, got to kill your ego. What else would make you have fake hair, man? This nigga wore a motherfucking bulletproof helmet. I remember watching the Steve Harvey show. Like, this man's hair is immaculate.
Yo, I used to think that too back in the day. Like,
look at his hairline. Like, isn't that even a Talib punchline?
Yo,
that's a Talib punchline. Yeah, that's a Talib punchline. And it's like, yeah. And, this shit is fake. It's fucking... my nigga Mal said Mathis would know who the crackheads in the house are. And yeah, he would out them. He's like, you see where you fucked up. You see Marjorie Taylor Greene? You see where I know where you fucked up, Marjorie. Yeah. But I don't know. Do y'all listen to Clubhouse at all? Y'all check out that shit?
Bro, I got rid of my
yeah.
I haven't been on Clubhouse since like early quarantine.
Early quarantine? All right, so I'm the most social media inept person. Like, I'm too crazy to be on the internet, and I hate phones. And like, I have too much energy, so when phones are on my hands, they do like weird shit. Anyway, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just that connectivity shit. Like, I always feel like, you know, like if your phone is in a charger, then you can feel the electricity. That's how phones, anyone's phone, always feels like in my hand. So I don't like phones in my hand. But unless I'm playing chess, then the energy is transferred. Anyway, um, what was I just tangenting on? I just lost my train of thought momentarily. I'm sorry.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. You was talking about
I
fuck,
know, correct.
Austin phones too.
Oh no, we was on Clubhouse. You was talking about Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah. So I don't watch. I'm socially inept in the media sense, and probably personally too. But I was on. I don't watch Clubhouse, but rather I'll go on YouTube and watch Clubhouse. Like, it's just like you can watch whatever you want. You can just go through YouTube. And recently, I've been like listening to like Whack 100 and shit like that. And I'm realizing that like that space is like, even this space that you're cultivating right now and creating right now, like that is the future of communication. Like, that's how we get people to listen to things like micro live person interaction shows. You know what I mean? It's like we're going to pass the Joe Rogan podcast phase, and it's going to splinter into shit like this, where it's just like a room, people have a topic, people anywhere can just kind of like pop in, say what they got to say, pop out. So just saying salute to y'all. Good job. You guys are doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Much love.
And I definitely agree with that sentiment as well. You know, like this just becomes more convenient for the masses, for people in general.
Yeah.
Like, as we evolve, and then everybody got something technology based always with them. So
Yeah. I also think that, like, I've heard that people just say, like, I'm in a relationship, so it's kind of hard for me to compare. Like, my partner is like my motherfucking other half. You know what I mean? But there's a vast loneliness epidemic that's going around. Not going around, but persisting societally. Like, people are very lonely. Obviously, social media does that, and it makes you feel alienated. Oh, I'm not here, I'm not there, I'm not doing this, even though you're just seeing a snapshot of a person's existence that's been cultivated for effect. But these rooms and these YouTube shows, Twitch type of things, just allow people to connect with other people and just not feel as lonely, which I guess in a cruel, ironic way is that guy who shot up that grocery store, he live streamed it on Twitch.
yeah, that shit was sick. Like,
It's wild, man.
people was just casually walking around. He just executing it for no reason. I'm like,
yeah, bro.
You can't even go to the market.
Nah, seriously. You can't even, like, so there's driving while black. Now there's just existing while black.
It was the clubs in Florida.
Can't even exist. Yeah, there was the Dylan Roof. He shot up Charleston, South Carolina.
Was the kid walking with Skittles?
Oh, Trey. Yeah. I mean, I used to have an entire joke that was based upon like my body's running out, like in a you know the movie Memento. It's like I have to like write niggas. Oh, Memento, it's a great film, but it's like a guy loses his memory and he has to piece it together by tattoos. And like my joke was like, oh, I gotta like remember niggas that died by tattooing their name all over my body. But like now I'm running out of room, like I can't even remember. Like, oh wait, so there's Trayvon, I got this one, I got this one. I can't even keep track of all of these niggas, like Sandra Bland, this person. Like it just like the list gets OD long. And yeah, man, rest in peace to those people. I hope your spirits are, you know, in the great beyond, back to that 10th, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Go back in there. Hope you've made right with Allah. Hope you good with your God, whatever it is. I think that's a major part of your existence, you know. Just make sure you're back good with whatever God you got. Just be good with it, just so that you can, and whatever concept of dying, you can die peacefully, live peacefully as well.
Yeah. Dig on it. Bro.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Well, Momo, we pulling up on that 1 hour mark right now. Yeah.
Oh, this was a breeze. We can do this all the time.
Oh yeah, that's why I said you owe us some more episodes. You know.
I know. I'm just like, man, I'm like, all right. So this is how Wayne fucked up. Shouts to Wayne, my G. This nigga sent me a voice memo in a Facebook message. Do you know how many layers of communication that is? Like a voice memo in a Facebook Messenger. I had to get Facebook Messenger on my phone because like I tried to click on the shit. I don't even have Facebook on my phone. I just go to the website and shit. So I had to now get Facebook. I had to get the Facebook app, and I was like, all right, so this ain't even doing it. This like half of it. Then I had to get the Facebook Messenger. Then I had to like click on it and listen to it. And by then it was like, yeah, 5 days ago, Momo, you want to be on the show? And I was like, oh damn. So then I hit it back. This nigga hit me with another voice note. I'm like, nigga, like. I'm like, bruh. And I know Wayne is like one of the most busy people, and he's always in movement. Wayne's just always doing something. And this is probably the most effective way for him to communicate. It's just like he's doing some shit like, hey, Momo, you know what I mean? He's like painting while driving and fixing another car. I'm like, all right, bro. He's writing bars. Smoking too. He's rolling some loud. I'm like, all right, man. Cool. Like, I'll listen to the message. I was like, all right, cool. And then I was like, am I supposed to like send a voice message back? I listened to like one take of my voice and I hate my voice. I'm like, man, I can't send this bullshit to him. Like, I still remember the first time someone FaceTimed me. I was like, what is happening? I was like, bitch, am I supposed to like, this bitch was like walking down the street. I'm like, I'm supposed to talk to you? She was like coming over to the crib just to smash. And she was like really happy with herself. I'm like, yo, this is mad hot. I don't even know. She saying my name, like walking down the block. I'm like, yo, don't listen to my name. Yo, no. I was in like, I was in the crowd. I was like, yo, don't be walking down the street saying my name. You don't know who I'm beefing with out here, man. He's like, yeah, Momo, I'm on the street. I'm like, you snitching. Snitching.
I used to feel mad offended when I first used to get FaceTime. I used to want like, nah. Like, I would intentionally ignore just so that they can call me regularly. I ain't picking up.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, they gonna start leaving FaceTime messages. Yeah, they gonna be able to leave FaceTime voicemails. It's like, yo, nigga, open up this message and look at me talking at you, nigga. Like, I know you down now. All right, man. The fuck? Guess I gotta answer this shit, man. Be like scam likely. Be like some big titty bitch leaving a joint. Like, yo, the whole book Infinite Jest has a whole section on how, like, in the future we're gonna be so unaccustomed to communicating with each other in person that we're gonna prefer this version of it, like FaceTiming and shit. But people are gonna FaceTime with filters because they hate who they are and what they look like, and they're so egotistical. You know, it's just gonna be crippling. Anyway, you know, if you have 8 months to read that book, it's good.
8 months.
Great book. Great book. It's I think I got that bitch right here. Nice little. Thick John. Every page look like that. Where it's like, bruh. Like I'm just. You hear that thud, nigga? That's a thud. That's a book. Yeah. It's great. It's the best thing I ever read. Great book.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
I need something new to tap into. So yeah.
Oh, if you want something new to tap into that's just good, easy, fun reading, read an August Wilson play, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, August Wilson wrote Fences, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but has also written Seven Guitars. The Piano Lesson is the last play of his that I just read. It's just magnificent. Just magnificent. It's all the covers come real cool. I got like 4 of them shits here. I might just give it to you, Dash, next time I see you. But like, they just got good covers. They look nice.
Snap. I like that.
Yeah, but he has like a different color pattern for each one. So like this John Ma Rainey's was like on some yellow shit. Francis was on some green shit. I'm writing a play. That's why I've been reading hella plays, 7 Guitars. Like this. Yeah, man, I'm about to get in my play bag. I've been reading hella shit. I've read so much, crazy.
You want to give us a hint as to what it's about?
Oh, my play. You ever heard of No Exit by Jean-Paul Sartre?
Yo,
Yeah.
Talk about purgatory. My nigga
Yeah.
talk about
Nah, it's straight up hell. That's straight up hell, B. Like, No Exit is it's this existentialist play that was written, I believe, in 42 by Jean-Paul Sartre. It is about, like, these three people find themselves in a room. That room is hell. And in that room, they presume that they're going to be tortured by pitchforks and hell, fire. But, like, the phrase, hell is other people.
Yup. Yup.
This nigga said I was born in an underfunded library. Fuck you, nigga. This is the take a book. This is the take a book portion of the take a book or leave a book. Nigga, man, I hate this nigga. Nah, about great. But nah, like it's my play is in that world. It's not in the world of hell. But basically what I'm doing is I'm locking three people in a room and they're unraveling each other. And what's going to separate my place specifically from his will be the location. I'm under the impression that hell is actually Philly. And hell is an Eagles jail cell. I don't know. They got like a prison in the link. Like an actual prison in that bitch. Yeah, so my play takes place in there. It's going to be real good. Hope to have a reading of it. We can do it on here. Should be... I have a draft basically done, but you know me, ultra perfectionist. I just got to get all of the tempo right. And when you read some shit like August Wilson, he writes like bars. Like there's a specific meter and pentameter, and I just don't know enough about those little bits of speech to maximize it in my writing. And maybe I shouldn't just get too deep into bullshit, but just reading his shit makes me realize like every thing has to sound like jazz. Like there has to be such a tempo to it that it just rolls. So I've been reading my shit back to myself and it's kind of herky jerk, but I'm gonna get there.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. You just got me dumb excited for what
I know.
Because
I hope, man, it'll be fun. And it's funny, it'll be a comedy too.
it's been fucking years since I've heard somebody name drop Sartre. And no,
Hey, well, finally.
One of my favorite fucking plays too that I ever read, bro. Like that shit is
some crazy shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, it's that 60-second minute mark that we're on right now. Momo is
I don't even feel like it.
Always, it really don't. It truly doesn't. Momo is a place to have you here, and we drop crazy gems, as pointed out by that African butterfly earlier. Thank you for the comment. Momo,
hey.
So much for everything, for your presence, for your candor, you know what I mean, for your, just in general, you know what I'm saying? But before we out of here, man, we like to tradition alive. One last leave on the table as far as a lasting thought on the topic. And I know we went all around the world on this motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
When we just gonna keep it real simple as far as your finishing thought. When you hear finishing line support, what resonates with you? That's how we gonna do it with all three of us. When you hear finishing line support, how does that resonate to you? What's the first thing that comes to your mind that you would like to leave on the table?
Celebrate with me. You know what I mean? I don't care if I came in last place. I crossed that motherfucker. Celebrate with me. Like that's it. Just be there. Just be there. Celebrate with me. Hold me down. I am like all about that shit. I'm like cheering all of my niggas on. I pray for all of my niggas every day. Like dedicatedly pray for my niggas, yo. And finishing line support is like, yo, man, I'm rooting for you while you running that motherfucker. And trust me, when you say you gotta cross that shit, and you're the one who will say you crossed that line, I'm there. I'm there. Let's celebrate. I don't care how long it took. We out here.
Yes, sir. I fuck with it. You know. Dash, as far as you, man, when you hear the words line support, what's the first thing that resonates with you that you would like to leave on the table as a lasting word?
The same support, like being there for me, you know. And to me, when I hear that, I don't necessarily think you had to be there every step along the way, but in those big moments or when I need you there, or even just to be like a source of motivation to help push me into my direction, you know, because you always have those little moments where, you know, self-doubt may sneak in. You kind of just need somebody to, you know, to champion you or remind you of who you are, where you come from, you know, to remind you to put that battery back in your back and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I done been through more. I got achieved this, that, and
I got this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I fuck with that. And as far as When I hear and when I see finishing line support, I'm reminded of this visual, this like little short snippet of the Nick Cannon show. I ain't never watched it, so don't judge me.
Oh,
But
wow, now.
snippet of it, he was
Nah, there was a Nick Cannon show. I think it was it on Nickelodeon?
What, on Nick at Night back in the day?
Definitely was. Oh, yeah, it definitely
Well,
was.
all
Definitely
that.
was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Damn,
Cannon.
buddy, you
Nah,
taking
but
it back.
nah. This is even after that shit, nigga. This is
Bro.
like the Nick Cannon show specifically. Yeah, that nigga, yo, no, shouts to Nick Cannon. You can have as many kids as you want, nigga.
Man,
You have
no, I
a
know he was busy with
track
mother
record
shit.
in many places. Like, he should fuck prodigiously. This nigga just be fucking bitches, writing scripts, getting TV credits. This nigga everywhere. He probably doing a show in my bathroom, nigga. Nigga.
No. So Nick Cannon was interviewing Deepak Chopra. You know how this nigga fucking pull is crazy. And Deepak
Yeah.
said one of the most prolific things that was so simple and shit. And it reminds me of finishing line support. In fact, it resonates with it so much. He said, man, you're only going to find joy if you bring joy to others. You know,
Facts.
you're only going to find success if you bring success to others. You know,
And that's what we were saying the whole time. Like energy, bro.
right.
So that's why I'm not even worried about that outer world, man. You got to fix the inner world. The chaotic inner world leads to a chaotic outer world for everybody. All the shit you see in the world is just trauma. Trauma. All over the motherfucking place. Everybody hurt. Everybody tired. Generational trauma. Shit people. I'm telling you, the secret spots, the shit that people can't see, then it's there. It's manifesting itself in people's realities. But yeah, man. Be there for people. Stay strong. You be good. That's all that matters.
Shit. And that's all she wrote, man. Once again, Average Mo, at Average Mo for everybody who is interested. MOMOH PUJEH, gentlemen. The prolific, the wonderful, the thoughtful, and the motherfucking magnificent when it comes to this comedy shit. I put my money on that. Thank you,
My G.
man. Much.
Yo, thank y'all. Thank you, Dash. Thank you, Jeide. Thank you for having me, yo.
Yo, thank you for joining us.
Uh,
This is
Yeah, for
325.
sure.